Hello, and welcome to part 4 of this, walkthrough series. I didn't plan on making anything beyond the hell clear initially. I thought I'll just clear hell and that'll be enough. But I think both the game and the people wanted to see a part 4 where we farm at least a torch and we show how you kind of get into the point where you can go into early mapping. So I think the main thing you want to take away from this part, let's log into Horizon. I didn't play at all since I cleared Baal. I, logged off and hopped over here. So the main thing you want to know is that there are a few ways to get yourself rich, but early on, the main thing you want to be able to do is to get into maps because they are more effective in terms of just making more currency, unless you're specifically farming materials as a sorceress, normally in LOD. Generally speaking, dropping like a ton of items, that's the way to go in Project Diablo 2, or bossing. These are like the ways to get like the most rich. Either you speed map as fast as you can, or you farm bosses. So these are your two options. Generally speaking, it's always best if you can if you can make your own torch and your own annihilus, or at the very least farm the materials for them. Because torches and annis are super expensive early on. They can be a huge payment you have to make, and you have to make it because it's just essential to getting your build ready, and it's such a huge power boost. So being able to do that yourself early on will save you a lot of runes, which will in turn let you buy all the items you need to get into mapping. So the idea is once you clear Hell Baal, you want your build to be able to farm materials, and the first thing that you usually want to farm is the keys. So we happen to drop a key while clearing Hell. We dropped one hate key, which means we need 8 more, 3 more terror, 3 more destruction, and 2 more hate keys. It is really important you farm them, and usually I would go straight to farming them before I farm like the levels, before I farm anything else, both because you get EXP while farming them and because they're not too hard to farm. They're like fairly easy to farm. All the builds that I suggest in my leveling guide, whenever I say like you can choose this build for any class, all of them are capable of farming their own keys, which I think personally is super important for a build to be able to do. So that's part of the reason why I recommend the builds that I recommend. Alright, with all of that said, we're going to start by farming, we'll farm the tower first. The reason we farm the tower first, I'm in Black Marsh, yeah. The reason why I want to farm the tower first is because that's where you get the terror keys, but you also get a bunch of runes there, which maybe will help us. Maybe we can make some kind of rune ward there. So it's a pretty nice place to start farming. And I'm just gonna take a moment to remember how I play this game. After talking so much, sometimes you forget what you're doing. So yeah, we're going to hop around and try to get a few levels, while also, of course, finding maybe a few items. Now, while you're doing this, you can obviously farm all keys at the same time if you prefer. Obviously, when you're online, things like this can take a little longer. You can farm Blood Raven instead of farming the tower because it is faster, but some classes struggle farming Blood Raven a lot more. She's a little harder to kill. And generally, once you kill Hell, you'll start getting these City of the Damned or River of Flame. You'll start getting these corrupted zones, and the corrupted zones are very important. I will say it's good to pay attention to them and have in mind that you can farm these areas, but I wouldn't focus on farming corrupted zones too much before you find torch, anni. I feel like these are much more important first things that you do. And the reason is because while you can get a bunch of Worldstone shards from them early on, the first 3-4 days, not a lot of people want Worldstone shards. So Worldstone shard value in the beginning is always a little bit lower. And this is of course if you're playing halfway into the season, then farming them is actually a great idea because everybody wants Worldstone shards by then. But if it is just the first couple of days, then it's a good idea to just make sure you're farming your materials first, because some people just might not want your Worldstone shards. As you can see, we can basically do kind of like a rinse or repeat of this, and repeat and repair our telestick, of course, every time. Okay, that's option number one. Of course, you can hop to like City of the Damned, and I'm going to farm the full torch in this video. I'm just showing like the areas that you want to kind of pay attention to. So here you find Izul. Of course, online, you'll have to actually search for him. Oopsie poopsie. Forgot that I'm not as strong as I'm used to being. Farming Izul is great, mostly because he just explodes everything around him, as you can see. So you'll find like a lot of gems, a lot of things like that, which will be useful for crafting early on. Which we'll also probably demonstrate as well in a moment. And we have, again, Halls of the Dead. You can find the Blood Witch. You can, of course, farm the Summoner as well. Whichever one you like farming more is okay. Online, finding the Blood Witch is just a lot easier. It's a lot faster. Make sure you set home to Act 4, the feature in Project Diablo 2. By typing .set-home and then number, you can choose the act that you're staying in or spawning in. That is just like super useful in saving time. Okay, so yeah, we'll focus on the tower first, just because it might give us runes that we like. And we can like think about all sorts of like build swaps that we can do if we do get them. Black Marsh. We got a bit of a bad spawn for tower, sadly. Give me this. 50 PLR and all res. It's very nice. Depending on RNG, you can get a torch within like an hour or two. So if we suppose that on day one you finish Hell Baal, let's say you give like your first day of the weekend to finishing Hell Baal, which should take about 6 to 8 hours, depending on your speed. And day two, very much like you want it to be like at least get a torch, maybe get an anni. We'll show how getting an anni works as well, of course. And we'll keep paying attention to this, like the corrupted zones. It is very much worth like paying attention to them, because sometimes an area you want to farm, maybe a boss you want to farm, or that it's just good to farm that boss is corrupted, and if it's already corrupted, then you might as well step in there. That's at least the approach that I take early on. As you can see, we're getting like EXP like on the way. So you have to worry about leveling too much. You want to be at like level 80 for maps, but not too many people are going to be mapping early on. No, thank you. good to check these, but yeah, we're not gonna get a lot of good things here. Also not sporting too much MF right now.
Hail to you, champion.
Hello.
Make sure we fix our stuff.
Good day.
Not you. And I wanted to make sure I tally like all the things that we found like on the way here. We found all sorts of useful stuff like Beverett, the Rock Fleece. We had that like amazing Guardian's Angel, which we might use. We don't know. Bone Snap, Venom Word, which after thinking about it, I realized that if you do want to go into the declone route, having like a Venom Word combined with like going Plague Javelin is definitely an option. We're gonna try and kill Blood Raven. See how fast it takes us to kill Blood Raven. Some classes definitely struggle with Blood Raven, so she can be a little scary in Project Diablo 2. They buffed her quite a bit. A lot of people get like a little bit of a, you know, the culture shock when they move into Project Diablo 2. They just want to kill Blood Raven like they normally do. Suddenly it's way more difficult. So even though you reach her really fast, as you can see, she's super tanky. She deals a lot more damage. Her fire arrow is like devastating, especially if your res is not already buffed, and she runs so much. It still looks like we kill her a little bit faster, and she also takes less charges from us in terms of teleports. Where'd she go? She's still here. So might still be a good idea to focus on her. I'll keep maxing my penetrate. It's about to be you know, about to be at the right level. So yeah, we're gonna go with Blood Raven actually. But these are like the areas that normally I recommend farming in Act 1 anyway, like Blood Raven, Tower, Pits if you want to, through the other Cloister, and Andariel. And look at that. Hello? Look at that, having like 2 shrines right by here. Whatever you get in EXP shrine, I mean. I don't say no to EXP. I'm a big EXP fan, you know? This is Ishin, right? Yeah. We don't want that. Picking up Necro Heads can be pretty useful. Like, you could find something very strong there early on, so it's definitely worth checking out. Alright, we got a skill shrine to make this a little bit easier. Yeah, we can just stand back here. Don't really need to get close to her. There we go. I considered like recording this and speeding it up just to, you know, make it a bit more bearable, but I think that will... Maybe I will defeat a little bit of the purpose. Find Gorefoot. So Leap Barb boots. Usually they don't sell early on, so no real reason to keep them, but just wanted to pick up the item. Yeah, this place is really close. Early on, your hope is to farm like a single, like a key boss in about like a minute. So we're doing this in less than a minute. Makes me pretty happy. And here is our first key of terror, making its way here. We also, what do I have here? Oh, I got all sorts of stuff here. Wait, do I have all sorts of stuff here, you ask yourself? I don't know. I'm gonna hop here real quick. So these kind of like ethereal weapons. Wow, that's a really nice one. Also early on. That's like Fools, 267 ED. It's good to keep these things. You can definitely sell these early on to people who are kind of like trying to get their start. This could be a good base for, you know, a memory or something like that. Good for Ubers possibly. This has no use. This, let's see. Cold and lightning res. Yep, we like cold and lightning res. This is cold and poison, cold and lightning. Right now we're capped, but for the Ubers, this would be useful. Everything over here we can sell. Just organizing a little bit, you know, it's important. Always important to make sure you're organized. For the Ubers, while you're playing, make sure you save some extra lightning and cold res items. That's like the main thing you want to keep in mind. And I know that if I'm getting like shrines, I could just like you know, keep going and farm more bosses, but I like focusing on one boss at a time. That's a preference. If you prefer doing all 3 bosses, doing like rounds, then yeah, you can go ahead and do that. No right or wrong on that one. Just a bunch of preference. I guess like on Necromancer, I'd recommend doing all the bosses because you're reviving. You don't want to revive and like waste time every time you open a game. There we go. I'm just sitting over here. Collect some gold. Over to next. As you can see, we're doing this in like 1 minute or less. We'll need 2 more terror keys. And early on, again, I don't know how many times I should repeat this to make it clear how important it is, but early on, getting keys is such a good way to get like well farmed, you know, get yourself like a good start in the season. The first torch that you get, even if you can't farm it yourself, being able to like you know, ask for torch services when you already have the keys is so much cheaper. So you get your torch early. If you get your torch early, obviously you're getting ahead in terms of your build. It's a massive power boost. While you're farming it, you might find useful stuff, like it's not like we're not still farming here. Our Merc decided to take a little bit of a trip. And here's our second Key of Terror, which means 1 more, and we are good on Keys of Terror. We'll move to Keys of Hate or Destruction, doesn't really matter. I'll probably do Destructions last. This charm is not that good. 1-2 Amazon skills, 10 FCR again. So we already have something like that. So we actually don't need this. We will eventually gamble amulets from Anya in Act 5. And I will show that too, of course, on the video. What is this? 3 to Shiver. 2 to Shiver, sorry. 3 to Frost Nova. Cute little amulet. Here, Experience Shrine. Dude, that's a really nice placing for single player. Being in single player sometimes is just really nice. Yeah, let's see if she doesn't run. Sometimes you just have to resummon it right by her. And we hit our 3rd key. So from the start of the video, it's been 20 minutes, but I think we've been farming her for like, what, 12 maybe? 3 keys, 12 minutes. That's not too bad. Ideally, when you get to like a good pace is when you farm like a full torch in half an hour. That's like a good pace. But here, see, we got 3 keys. We already got 1 key, of course, yesterday. So let's try and finish out those keys of hate. And remember, even if you don't have the maps saved, you can just know where the witch is, where the way down is, because it's always on the right from the waypoint. So if you save your waypoint, it'll be on the right, and then from this entrance, right, once you go down to the next floor, it'll be on your left. So we're going left over here, and it may take a little bit more time, but this is consistent online as well. So I'm making sure I'm picking up some gold as well on the way, but otherwise we're just hopping to the next game. Again, you can see EXP is going smoothly. Cold and lightning again with a Meph. I'll keep this one. I'm keeping the cold and lightning ones because I'm not sure which ones we'll end up using. 1 max damage, 18 AR, and 1 dexterity. If you end up going fizz, that'll be a nice early charm. I'll keep it here. This here too. Let's go back. One actually takes us a little longer than I think killing the, what's his name, the summoner would take, but only because we know where the summoner is. So might be a little bit of cheating, but I want to see if I can go to the summoner. What was this? 37 life. I believe that's an upgrade. Yeah, we have a 27 lifer over here, so we can swap those. I can swap the strength as well, I guess. Give me the extra life. So let's see how long it does take us to go to the summoner. I believe he was down over here. The main downside of going summoner is obviously there's a lot of fizz immunes here with the spirits going around. So, oh, he wasn't even here, huh? My bad. I didn't remember where he was. Oh, maybe it was to the right. Let me have a quick look at the map. Is that where he was? He was on the right. All right, we'll go to the right next time. My bad.
Hail to you, champion.
Greetings.
No, thank you. And right now, Pit of Acheron, Infernal Pit, and Abaddon are corrupted. I'm just gonna go there real quick to demonstrate what those things are. So, Pit of Acheron, Abaddon, and what was the third one? Infernal Pit are these red portals. Farming them is very important. They're great areas for farming. I'm just gonna point it out real quick. When it is corrupted, it's a great idea to farm it. Corrupted zones obviously drop more wallstone shards. They can drop talismans of transgression, which are Lucion materials. It's one of the boss fights in Project Diablo 2. So you can sell either of those or trade both of them, right? Wow, it's a tough one. Yeah, they're immune to lightning, so not the best for us, I guess, in terms of places to farm. But yeah, this area is very good. It can also, these portals can also drop demonic insignias, which are another material for the Lucion fight. It's a pretty expensive one. They can sell to, like in the beginning, I believe they sell for like a ghoul rune or something like that normally. Maybe a little bit less depending on your timing. and later on they become more like a Vex rune, and even more, I think, later down the line. So being able to farm these areas is great. There are 3 of them. They have a little bit different immunity spreads sometimes. So you can choose the ones that you want to farm. Not every character can just farm here safely. Like, some people might feel bad coming here, so just keep that in mind. The monsters here are pretty much a pain in the ass. So yeah, just have that in mind. Personally, I wouldn't go here before I work on things like my what is this? No, thank you. TR to the barb skills. It's cute early on. Not amazing, but cute. Personally, I don't come here before I farm things like a torch. I just wanted to show it since it is already corrupted. So yeah, these areas are nice. They definitely have like potential to drop some sick stuff, but they are a little bit more dangerous too. So with that in mind, as they say. That's like the usual thing when you're farming early on. You want to keep your eyes open. Make sure you check these. Faster run walk is cute, but I don't know if I need it. Make sure you check these corrupted areas. Don't skip on them. Don't ignore them. Let's go over here to the end. There's a big chest you can pop. Maybe find something good there. And we got a Worldstone shard. Of course, is another step towards upgrading ourselves. Remember that in the beginning, charms can be super cheap, and by charms I mean skillers. Every couple of Worldstone shards can just grant you a charm. A plain one normally, but you know, any charm is good in the beginning. We'll go back to farming keys. That's our main goal right now. Oh, I forgot that I said I'll farm the summoner. I'll check how fast it is to farm him. I'll do it. So yeah, we got some nice stuff over here. 32 life on an LC early on. That is pretty good. We will swap out this little gold charm. And let's shove all this in our stash. 5 MF minus 15 requirement. That's pretty cute. Alright, let's go check the summoner. And I'll pretend like we left at like 130. As you can see, for single player, going to the summoner is pretty easy. He dies a lot faster, of course, so there's that benefit. So I'm gonna farm him because it takes me 20 seconds, but you know, online I recommend farming Blood Witch a little bit more, just mostly because of that, like the map, since it regenerates. And you wouldn't know where to go for the summoner. Summoner will take you on average more than the Blood Witch would. Oh, don't know how this happened. All right, let's go. Yeah, 40 seconds to clear this is pretty nice. Just like a little bit faster, honestly. Not even that much faster. Make sure you stay safe when you're teleporting like this. Amazon does have it nice since she has all these summons with her. Teleporting with her feels a little bit safer. But still, Make sure you're not doing anything too silly. Like running out of teleports or potions. That would never be me, honestly. I would never do that. Dropped the charm there and forgot. Or didn't notice.
What do you need?
Hail to you, champion.
Hello? Had a moment there. The charms he can drop can only be pretty good, so kind of hoping for something nice there, given how many charms he's dropping for us.
What do you need?
It's a bit of a money drain, but that's why we pick up so much gold all the time. Whoa! Take a step back and relax. Get a hurl bat for day 1, day 2. Throw barb, it's not terrible. Sadly, I don't think it's a very good weapon. It's a new weapon from season 11, so maybe they buff it. I kind of hope that they do. It has no enhanced damage, just as flat damage. It's a bit tricky for like an early game to make it look good. You might have to add a little bit more. They don't want to give it ED. Hell rune, I believe it's our first hell rune. Hell rune's of course pretty important. There is there's quite a few uses for it. Oops. Habit. I guess I'll stop for these groups every now and then, you know? It's a good change of pace sometimes. Another charm. We got so many charms from this guy. 39 life, not complaining. Swap out. I mean, I'll swap out the damage one since we're not really doing damage right now. So again, this like hurl bat, you could sell it for like 1 or 2 Worldstone shards early on. And I think some throw bars will be happy, or maybe they trade it with you for some gems. Just getting anything useful, really. That's the goal of early trading. Oh wow, didn't repair my telestick. Not responsible. Yeah, you really want to just get whatever you can early on. Don't be too greedy with the early trades. That's my suggestion. Early on, I just make sure I get rid of stuff. Wasting more time trading is always a bad idea. It's my approach, at least. You know, everybody can have their own. I try to make sure that I do trades fast and I get back to farming. Get my, you know, mini power spikes when I can. cold plains and the cave are now corrupted, so these are not really areas you're interested in farming. As you can see, the swaps out every 50 minutes, so whenever you see the timer go in there, make sure to check what's the next one. There are sites that track like which corrupted zone we're on. You can use like PD2 tools or things like that to track it. There's like other trackers. I think the him group has like a tracker for it too. So you can go ahead and do that if you'd like to, of course. I normally don't track them. I don't think I need like a tracker most of the time. What's this? Dual leech. That's kind of cute, but not what we need. Okay, run out of teleports. And we got our second key of hate. Alright, that means only one more. Then we can move on to keys of destruction. Just because you have the keys doesn't mean you're necessarily ready. It's okay to keep farming after them as well, whether you keep farming keys or you farm some act bosses. Once I finish farming the keys, I want to show some act bosses farming. So that'll be just what I end up doing. So yeah, let's go ahead and some of these in. The jewels, if you find like a big resistance jewel, specifically for lightning and cold, sometimes it's worth keeping, but overall I normally just shred them. And we use them later for crafting once we have some gems pulled together. Crafting some caster stuff or crafting some, you know, some blood amulets. You know, you can craft stuff even if you don't think you'll use them yourself. And you can sell these kind of things. I'll showcase that too. Alright, what were we doing? Arcane Sanctuary. Small charm. No, thank you. Find a good free socket bow, I'll definitely consider doing like a loyalty runeword. That could get you some levels. I think it's I don't remember how much it gives to decoys. I think it's like +2 or +3 for decoys. But I prefer for crafting like a caster bow and try to get +2 Amazon skills. Ooh, impossible. Ooh. Okay, dropping some maybe interesting stuff here. Find an all-res ring, 11 all-res ring with extra lightning. That is pretty massive in our current position, so we're gonna put this on. And look at our resistances going up, up, up. Very, very nice. Just a little small charm, 11 cold res small charm. God damn it, we're swimming, absolutely swimming in goodies right now. So again, once you get to farming like hell, after you finish like Baal and you can focus on your farm, that's when like you'll start seeing more and more good things come by. Again, this cold charm, it looks irrelevant right now, but you want to be at 150 cold res for Ubers. So we're pretty happy with that. Anything that helps you on your quest towards Ubers is always like always blessed. The girls don't really want to help, huh? Bolts and arrows. Mostly because, you know, we need it. Nope, we have 14 arrows for now. That will do. Can't wait to have unique arrows and bolts. I'm actually super excited by that. Because I hate picking up arrows and bolts. Being able to solve that feeling by just having unique ones feels like a... It feels like a good solution to me, maybe. Maybe just my problem. Go ahead and level up real quick. Thank you. And I think that makes penetrate maxed. I'm not 100% sure. We need an amp over here. Merc. All right. You mind giving me the other key? No, not yet. 3% magic skill damage. Okay, another good charm. Again, these can trade or sell early on pretty well. So being able to sell something like this early on is very worth it. How many teleports I got? 7. We can make it with 7. We got 2 more teleports. Let me just send it in. Come on, give me my last key. Damn. He was not working with us.
Stay a while and
Listen.
hail to you, champion.
Thank you, gold. Gold. Free to carry and vine early on is cute. This I believe we're not gonna need anymore. So we can sell it.
Greetings.
We're still like maintaining our gold, not really losing gold for repairing, which is important, of course. Okay, okay. Arcane Sanctuary, playing it a little hard to get. Let's go diversify it a little bit. Halls of the Dead. Merc looks like he might not make it. Oh, he's staying alive. Get an interesting armor, possibly. We got 1 to sorcerer skills with a ton of res. You could sell this early on. If I was a sorceress, I'd be super happy to see this. 1 to source skills and so much res. That is pretty cool. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll go ahead and sell these.
What do you need?
Wait, how much? Damn, I wish I could have seen that sword like again. It looked like it did quite a bit of damage. And obviously, I'm just gonna sell it because we have no use for it. But a sorceress would have liked it early on. It's my opinion, at least. Until you get your shrouds or your viper magi's, having like some plus skills and res definitely feels nice. Club, free to Raven clubs. It's always very nice. Of course, I'll late for a free to Raven club, but gather a bunch there, a little scary bunch. Perfect emerald, yes please. Okay, it's being a little stingy with the keys. Both of them have been a little stingy, actually. Alright, we got 6 teleports. Gotta be a little conservative with them.
Hello.
Alright, let's give the bosses a little bit of an ultimatum. Gonna sell, this gonna sell too. If they don't give me the keys, or the key, singular key, in 3 runs, 5 runs, I'll give them 5 runs. I'll go farm Izul. I always try to switch it up after a bad streak. It's more for my mental than anything else. We'll skip the XP shrine. Alright, let's run number 1. Okay, he's still playing it hard to drop. There's 1 more minute for the current corrupted zone, so when we open next game, we want to make sure we check that out. There we go. You see, once you threaten them a little bit, they get it. They know what's up. All right, we're gonna move on to farming Izul. We'll need free keys from Izul. So we got free. And you can notice I'm still not crafting anything. I'm not rushing towards any specific build or any specific like commitment. Laying of Hand. Laying of Hand is a great pair of gloves early on. Pretty good roll on these two. 48 fire res, 195 damage to demons. whether we use them ourselves, or if we pass them on to a mercenary, or if we sell them, it's definitely a good find early on. It's gonna be worth a couple Worldstone shards for you, or like maybe a skiller, something like that you can gain pretty early. Let's go ahead and kill Izu. All right, we drop anything else here? Reflex bow. And I'll consider saving some of these reflex bows. Of course, I could get one with plus to Amazon skills. If I get one with plus 2 to Amazon skills, that would be a pretty good find. Okay, this is how I farm Izuul. And obviously, it can take a little longer online to find him. But normally I can manage to do it in like a minute or minute and a half. And I just focus on Izuul. I don't really mind the other people because they're gonna die anyway. I see a large charm over here, and we'll need this to fix our stick. Life is not enough. Let's go next. And you can, of course, farm Nilithak. Personally, I don't like farming Nilithak. He is more consistent to find, for sure. So if you do prefer farming him, go ahead and farm Nilithak. If you're not sure where Nilithak is, I'm going to show it. Maybe? No, I'll show it. I'll show it. But I personally don't like farming him. Yeah, let's go ahead and show how you get the Nilithak. To get the Nilithak, you need to basically do the Anya quest. You go through the Nil Temple. There is a waypoint, of course, on level 2. I didn't grab it yet, but we can kill Pindle on the way. It's always nice to kill Pindle. I always like killing him.
I need mana.
Of course you need mana. Why wouldn't you need mana? Promise I'll organize this stash eventually. We have this lane of hands here. Put this bow here.
Can I help you?
Ring has 10 FCR, lightning. Cute ring, not crazy important for us, so I don't think we'll keep it. It's 130 AR. Definitely cute, though. Oh, oops. That was, what, 400k? Keep trying to remind myself that I shouldn't be putting gold in the shirt stash. Keep losing gold. And I didn't even fix my stick. God damn it. Forgot what I was doing.
At your service.
I'll take this chance to replenish my books. Looks like they could use it. And I'll just show how to kill Nilithak, or like loot Nilithak once. And I'm not gonna go there again. So we're gonna go down. And in level 2 there is a waypoint. So if you want to farm Nilithak, make sure you pick up that waypoint. We found the way down already. I forget how this place works. I think if the way down is there, my waypoint should be somewhere here, right? Yeah, there's like a way to know in this area where things are. You can even know where Nilithak is based on like the walls there, but my eyes are way too bad for me to actually see it. I never managed to actually see it, so I just kind of guess. Couple flawless diamonds, why not? more physical immune, these girls. Let me grab a quick fix for our stick.
Afternoon.
It's gonna be the last one I check. It's always the last one that I check. Kind of like my curse with nil. Game is telling me to learn how to find them already. Yep. Just normal stuff here. Yeah, online I never do this. But online technically this could be faster. If you know like the map layouts. So Nilthak is this guy. He's the basically the fourth quest is killing Nilthak for Anya. And I'm surrounded by these very annoying creeps. He casts corpse explosion, so you better stay away from any corpses. Don't get yourself killed. Okay, he teleports a bit, so extra annoying guy to deal with, in my opinion. There we go. We kill him. He can have pretty crazy drops, so farming him is good. I just really don't like being here. So we're gonna go back to farming Isul. I just wanted to make sure I show. He can also drop destruction keys. That's why we showed that, I guess. I forgot to say. 18 life. This is 2 strength, 7 mana. So if I drop this and I... What can I change here to? 5 strength. Yeah, no need for that. Put this on. Get my guy back. And let's make sure this is back. We found a 30 cold res GC. Again, this will be very useful for Ubers. 10 fire res, a small charm, which I'll be enjoying, I think, instead of 2 dexterity. Very, very nice. So our res again looks a little bit better. Almost capped fire. Solid poison. Poison can be a little bit lower. Over here. So as you can see, like once you get into hell, like things start sorting themselves out. And if I was on trade, I would already have sold like a few items, maybe gotten myself like a couple of skillers. That's usually the first thing that I buy. I buy skillers. Both because I'm unlikely to find them myself and because they're such a good power power boost. Right, back to the Izu farming. We have so far 0 destruction keys. So by the time we get our third destruction key, I might already be like at level 79. Might. Then we'll showcase some act boss farming. Black Marsh and the Hull are currently corrupted, so nothing interesting. By the way, I forgot to mention that when it swapped. We have a matriarchal javelin. Not really something we're looking for. Pair of arrows. Nope, nothing good over here. The gloves. We will be interested in finding like free to a specific skill gloves. You can technically shop those from Anya. That's like an Amazon tip. Which by the way we'll be personalizing an item for us if we ask. You can find plus free Amazon, like not Amazon skills, but plus free to a specific skill tree, like passive and magic, or free to javelin, free to bow. You can find it at Anya. That is pretty useful to get early on. I found these pair of gloves. They require a lot of strength, so I'm pumping my strength right now. So yeah, you can stop and shop there. It's basically a good place to stop and shop where if you're an assassin or an Amazon. It's also very easy to do. I'll kind of show like maybe 2 minutes of shopping there for the Amazons and the assassins watching. Alright, focus the big guy. Gang. They're all gonna die, just focus the big guy. There we go. But we'll do after we get the, after we get what we need. I keep trying to go to Act 2. Oh, damn. Didn't repair my stick.
Hello.
We're not finding too many things we can sell. Some people may really not like doing this part in the beginning of the game. Like, I know some people prefer just farming for items. It's okay to farm for items, nothing wrong with that, but if you can, consider at least learning how to run the Ubers yourself. So like buying the keys instead of running them yourself. Instead of what's it called? Instead of buying the torch. All right, let's go fix our stick. Just because of how much currency it saves to do it. I don't know how many people sell keys early on. I normally don't buy them. I just run Ubers. Cute, cute. One to bow and crossbow. Find an F war club. Again, I usually pick those up because they're great for crafting. You can make a really sick weapon and sell it early on, which is always worth it. But you don't have to. There's just like an extra, avenue that you can make currency from. And if you're not sure about crafting yet, you feel like you don't have the confidence to just start crafting. I did make like an intro for crafting, just showing a bunch of stuff that you can craft and like possible results. But the main thing is you want to get like Ooh, okay, let's make sure we move around here. There's our first key of destruction, coming with an angelic halo. We don't really need that. I'll put this in here. Yeah, we need to fix our stick. So we need 2 more destruction keys. We haven't been farming that long, so the hate keys took a little while, but we started with 1, which kind of helped. Boom. Not sure why I picked up there. 25 cold wrist, 24 MF. No, like currently we're using this for the half freeze. We already have like big res gloves, I believe, on the Merc. And they do have cold and lightning, so if we need them for the Ubers, we'll just take them from the Merc. Quick bolt check, 75 PLR, min damage. If I find like a pair of bolts or arrows that have +2 passive and magic or have +2 bow and crossbow, then it's definitely worth keeping early on, even if they might make you switch off your weapon. Mainly because, oh, didn't repair our stick. I'll do it next time, it's okay. It's okay to run sometimes. It's not that bad. It's not okay to lose your merc though. Maybe I'll go back anyway. Plan failed.
What do you need?
Here's our second key of destruction. Only one missing. So, you know, once it's only one missing, it's no biggie. So I said I might get to level 79. At this pace, we're not getting there. I mean, we'll get there anyway. Like, we'll keep leveling. Ooh, scary pack. When you see a scary pack like that, it's okay to stop teleporting for a moment. Yeah, Merc immediately got fried over there. Also, if you see something bad like this, you can always just reset. Go online after you find him. Like, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to find him again. Whew. That's all scary, wasn't it? Let's see what we found. This is not interesting. 2 to Necro, 20 FCR. That's cute, but not super cute. Lightning Master and Chain Lightning. That was free and free. That would be pretty good early on. We found a small charm too. Just gold damage.
Hail to you, champion.
Grab the Merc back. Yeah, sometimes if there are souls here, then you just gotta take care of them. Souls hurt, they're scary. This one is Fizz immune too, adding injury to injury. Yeah, okay. Yeah, move on from these guys.
I can't carry anymore.
One to Shiva armor. It's only one, but I wonder after they were changing they're changing Shiva armor to only require a cold enchant as a synergy. I wonder if people are still gonna make Shiva armor CTAs. How that's gonna look like. 22 life on a large arm. I will be taking that, I believe. I have some stuff that are a little worse. This is technically just 18 for me. This is just 12. I mean, currently I don't need this, but I will need this later. And this is 10 life. 10 life is a little too little. That's what it is. It's a little too little.
Hail to you, champion.
Alright. We're at 70% EXP, also known as 69. Yeah, it's like 2% a run. It's really not bad. I think in 5 runs, we're gonna get our last key. That's gonna be my bet. 20 free life. I believe this is an upgrade for this. So let's make sure we unload some stuff here. Sell these two. Ooh, what is this weapon? No, it looked kind of good for like 2 seconds, maybe. At most. Again, don't be frustrated if the keys are not dropping. Just gotta keep doing, you know, gotta keep doing the work. Get the work done. Reflex bow, bow and crossbow. Outer cloister and barracks right now are corrupted. Should I run out of teleports? No, just swap for no reason. Yeah, outer cloister and barracks, not too interesting. We're still gonna wait for a more interesting zone. If a good one comes up, I will show a little bit of farming there. We find our first unique amulet. This could be a lot of big things. It could be a small thing. It could not matter at all. Diadem, make sure you pick up those diadems. They can definitely be good. Let's go next. Yeah, farming, that's why I like farming specific bosses. They can definitely drop you these big things. If this is the Mara, we won the game, but Enoch was on Relic. Pretty bad roll in it too, 4 max fire. Of course, for declone, this could be useful theoretically, but probably not. Right, Kane. Tell me what's up with the rest of my stuff. Anything good? Right, skeleton, wanted druid skills. Right, druid is one of the least exciting ones, normally. Just because he has great helms already. This. Hi. We said 5 runs, right? So 4 more to go. I think. I don't know. I'm barely keeping track of how many times we've been doing this. And I believe we dropped a rune over here. And over here. Look, we were dropping a lot of things. I could teleport, but I'm cheap. Antlers, and I saw a pair of arrows I wanted to pick up. Maybe I imagined that. Really? I was just interested, honestly. Anything good here? Determination.
Good to see
You too? 29 gold find. What do we got here? Nothing. Gold. More gold. We're at 80%. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we are gonna level up first. Outside of a few distractions that we took along the way, we've been farming a little bit under an hour for a torch, which again, early on is fine. We said an hour to 2 hours for your first torch. I skipped some gems there, which maybe I shouldn't have. Because gems are great early on, of course. Boom. Shark skin belt. Finding some rare belts is definitely nice here. Finding 35 res. Not really what we're looking for. Amulet may be good. Want to shapeshifting. These can already roll free to a specific skill tree, so finding a good one is definitely possible. Don't skip on those. Let's grab the gem. Okay, we need a quick fix there.
What do you
just a race to see whether I level up first or get the free by free first. So again, this is like this is pretty impressive. So 30 IS, 255 ED. As a starter bow with 2 sockets, I mean, this is worth slamming just to see what you get. 13 life small charm. Getting rid of more useless stuff. This could be used like early on for just like a little bit of multi-shotting. I don't think that would be too bad. If we don't find anything else until you get your like demon machine or Baritza or whatever early stuff you get. You can of course also craft with it if you'd like, which we will show as well. If we had a good corrupted zone, I would have taken that EXP shrine and went to farm maybe. Generally, like when you see an EXP shrine, it's okay to like pick it up and go farm like Chaos Sanctuary or something like that. If you are farming for EXP, it's definitely a viable choice. Maybe we do that just to change pace a little bit. Nah. You know, I'll do it for till we level up. Grab a quick level, you know. Yeah, the EXP is pretty fast when you do that. Every EXP shrine is like 2 minutes, so picking one up and quickly hopping to Chaos Sanctuary. Not a bad idea. We're gonna want to farm Chaos Sanctuary anyway. It's like my personal favorite place to get my pests, which is a Primeval Soul. One of the materials for Declone. Yeah, we're not super strong right now yet, so it will take us a little bit of time to get through this place. Oh, why not? Quick level. Think. Alright, so this is max. You can now max like your evade or your dodge or whatever you like maxing, honestly. You can get more points in crit strike, of course, which will be a benefit for these two. So maybe that's what we're gonna go with. Try to kill the Vizier with my XP Shrine, at least. Yeah, we ran out. We'll still finish this place because, you know, we're already here. If you do drop these, ooh, another Wallstone shard. If you do drop these, again, F weapons, F bases that you can craft with. If you are familiar with crafting, it's definitely worth picking up early on. Landing a big, like, weapon can be, like, you know, big boost to your start. So hop to the start. 4 decks, 8 FHR. 8 FHR is not terrible. Like you can keep it, but it's not going to be a game changer normally. Clubs, like as a big time druid fan, you know, sometimes you can keep those. We're not going to keep everything, just like some things. Because there's only so much inventory space you can spare. And I'll send all the bases, I guess I'll send them to a different page. Alright, FHR we can keep here. Did I fix my stick? I did. Good job. Lower the size down. There is a new corrupted zone, so we'll check that out once we reset our game. For example, if Chaos Sanctuary is corrupted, that is something you normally don't want to miss. Chaos Sanctuary, you have a cow level, of course, is a good corrupted zone. Baal, you know, or Wallstone chamber. If a specific key boss is corrupted, farming that area can be a good idea. Oh, and you find a ceremonial pike, so this is Lysander's flank. If we wanted to go into a fen zone, which we might do just for the sake of like showing how you can just transition yourself into farming, we could definitely do it. We'll need like a Lumina Pool to upgrade it, but you can run Declone with that. I'll corrupt it just to, you know, make things exciting. Maybe we get like a good slam on it. It's not too useful by its own, but it's a super nice weapon. Alright, what do we find here? Looks like not much, but before I judge, you know, I'll pick up all these. And look how much EXP we got in here. Just absolute madness. So this is not useful, not useful. This is infernal. Some orbs. The boots got poison. Nope. Doesn't look like anything too crazy. But again, the Lysander flank is definitely very nice. And we'll go ahead and slam this, you know? Slam it for the video. Spare one of those. We get 5 life after each kill, so not a very good slam. But still cool enough for now. Alright, so reset, check the corrupted zones. 50 minutes passed. We're in the cow level. Okay, so if it's in the cow level, I recommend to always keep like at least like one of those legs. You can do 2 as well if you'd like, but depends on how fast you farm them. Especially if you're a sorceress, make sure you have one of those. But yeah, for people who don't know, cow level, you open it by combining a town portal tome and the Ritz leg that you get from Tristram. We'll hop in. So these areas are definitely worth farming. They're fairly dense for LOD. You can get a bunch of wallstone shards. Even if you just get like 3 or 4, that's okay. Yeah, there are solid drops here normally. So again, we're delaying our 3x3, but remember we're not doing the torch immediately after getting it anyway, so it's no biggie. It's like a good place to pick up some gold for sure. Arrows, what do we got? Nope. We're mostly scouting just arrows for plus skills right now. It's our main interest. Merc is not casting Amp as much as I'd like him to. we'll have a very serious talk at the end of this video recording. I'm hoping I don't run out of space while recording this video. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Actually, I think I can sell this for 35k. There we go. 2 Wolfstone shards so far. To the cold skills. Remember that these amulets that you're picking up, like, if you find a good one, you can also sell them, even if you can't use them. The ones with +3 to skills. If they have secondary mons, even better. Personally, I don't slam these amulets. I only slam stuff that I'm planning on using or things that I don't think I can sell otherwise. But yeah, people do buy them, even if you sell them for cheap, like, which I personally recommend. Like, sell them for cheap, get rid of them, move to the next thing. 6 fire res. I don't know if I will need any fire res on a large arm, especially such a bad one. Yeah, Shaco here. And these can roll plus skills, even if they're not the Shaco. You know, as a summoner, you have the privilege of looting while your army does the job. Stuns. I'm looking for a BK set ring. Finding that early is extremely good. Whether you sell it or use it, they're just super good. Wow, no space whatsoever. Pretty fast fire res, not quite. Alright, quick sell over here.
Yes?
Normally early on, like, I only do like 1 cow portal per corrupted zone. Some people go by faster, maybe they loot less, or they just kill faster. But that's why I only keep like 1 cow leg in the stash for whenever that pops up. I don't get too obsessed with it. So the first leg you'll have from saving Cain, but after that, like at the end of each cow corruption, I'll usually just farm 1 more leg early on. You can technically reset right before the zone runs out and get yourself another cow corruption. If you do want to, like, nothing wrong with that. You have a +3 to bow base. If we roll 3 sockets on it and make loyalty, that's not too bad. Or a different runeword, of course. You can make a harmony or which one is it that the one that gives skills? We find a talisman of transgression. Again, these fall in corrupted zones only. They're pretty rare, they're pretty annoying to find, and they can definitely sell early on for like 0.1. Sometimes a little bit less depending on how popular they are. I guess in the very first days they sell for like a few Wolfstone shards, like 2 or 3. Even that is good, you know. Any bonus is a bonus that helps you reach your target. 17 all res. We already found our all res amulet, so these 2 will not be necessary. This pair of arrows, 20 IAS, but not what we need. $15 enhanced defense dust shroud. Pretty good base for rune words. So I'm just gonna keep it Like as a player, I normally keep like at least one base that I can make like these kind of like chest rune words in. Twin strike is Isle strike, I think, for druid. Yep. So again, for druid, this is pretty nice. Of course, we're not druids. It's only +2, so it's not good enough to sell. Druids can get +2 pretty easily on better items too. I think we got already 7 Wolfstone shards here. Again, 7 Wolfstone shards is like 2 skillers on like first day. Maybe 1 depending on which skiller you're getting. Some are more popular than others. But just getting like that power spike early on, it's really awesome. Could be like maybe like an item that you need. On Azan, I would normally say for a demon machine, but getting Skeller is also nice if you're planning to stay on this. So knowing what build you want to go into definitely helps make better choices. But let me move this here, this out. 4 socket Shokunu. 4 socket. I'm thinking to myself, I don't remember if I need 4 or 3 sockets. 1 moment. No, actually, I would never need this. Never mind. I now remembered that I would actually not need this. One moment, just checking something. Where is what I'm looking for? Oh, melody is the one where I was looking for. So free socket bow. I was wondering what that was. Hi. So we can go ahead and reset now if we want to. And that will allow us to run 1 more cows. But I want to get back to the task at hand, kind of. Do I? Ooh, I'll do 1 more cows. Fine. I'm convinced. I'm convinced by myself. So, again, to get the cow leg, you go to Stony. Find your favorite boy. Rack an issue. Just checking. No, thank you. Wow, I need to sell my stuff. I forgot to sell. That happens.
Greetings.
Thank you.
Greetings.
Alright, sell. Move this out. Nothing here is that good. Alright. Yeah, I'll try rolling sockets in this. Maybe. I'll consider it. And just putting bases in here. Alright, looks good. And we'll organize that one day. Yeah, since we joined before the zone changed, we can still go ahead and run some cows. So we'll do one more cow run. Again, look how much gold we're making.
Good day.
All that gold will be used. It's not just for repairing our teleport stick, it's also for gambling, which is important. Don't skip on gambling. Don't skip or sleep on gambling. In the video game, at least. Native HR, we already have one. I doubt we'll use that one, so go ahead and leave that one on the ground. Yeah, it does take us like 10 minutes to go through this place, which is pretty slow. But finding so many wallstone shards, just gonna kind of worth it early on. It's like an easy currency to trade with. To get your first little power spikes. Again, if you are planning to transition into javelin, then you buy javelin skillers. If you're planning to transition into bow and crossbow, you don't have to buy skillers, you can just buy damage charms. The bow skillers are also okay. They're also very cheap, of course, which is nice. If you want to stay a little longer on the passive and magic, like the summoner route, you can buy passive skillers. Or you don't buy any skillers at all. We found a 10 FCR belt with some fire res. I believe I'll give this to my merc. He doesn't really need this belt. Which means his FCR grew a little bit more. We're still looking for a base for him to... that has like better base FCR. Like a higher quality base. AR, no thank you. Free to shapeshift with 10 energy. Again, early on, a rabies or a shockwave or just a... maybe also a... actual shapeshifter. Yeah, I don't consider the other two real shapeshifters. They're fake ones, but they would like these amulets. Again, you can sell this. I would just sell this for like 2 wallstone shards. Get rid of it fast. Don't think about it too much. Post it for 1 wallstone shard. Also okay. And of course also just not keep them. I could technically give I'm trying to think. Right now he's 85, so he would need 10 more FCR to switch the armor out. Actually. A lot of MF, that's really nice, but not gonna take it. Amethyst. We're definitely looking to craft some Casper items. I know that's 10 poison and our poison is not full, but only 10 poison on a GC. Found our first skiller, a Warcry skiller. A lot of people early on trade skiller for skiller. Warcry is very in demand early on. So whether you sell it or trade it for your own skiller. We found our first. Find another +3 bow. And I said I'll get a 1 3x3 in 2 hours, so I guess after delaying by 30, farming other things, maybe I'll still be correct. Oh, the Merc died. The Merc died. It's okay to go back for him.
Good to see you.
I can. Yes?
Oh yeah, we finished our quest.
Yes?
Farming terror keys. So this we can keep. This, I mean, I'm gonna sell it, but in game you can definitely keep it. Or like online, I meant. Double Whirlstone Shard drop. Yeah, remember the online, like by now I would have already bought a bunch of items to upgrade myself with these like Whirlstone Shards. Get the Cyclopean Roar, the Hurlbat, bunch of barb items, I guess. And other stuff that we could have traded away. So here my progression is slower than it should be online. It's just important to remember. And it's still pretty fast, you know? We're doing our thing.
I need mana.
Okay. I don't know why I picked that up. Or I did it. I think that's Soul Harvest, so it's not useful. Can stay on the ground. 13 fire is still a little too small of a number for us. A second Talisman of Transgression. It's really awesome to get 2 of those early on. Half freeze and barb skills. Extra gold. 6 socket tree outcroll spear. Sadly not. Found a Grimhelm. I believe that's Natalia's. So again, very easily sellable. Natalia is a super popular set. You can grab a few Whirlstone Shards early on, or just trade it for an item that you need. As you can see, quite a few nice drops already. We got, yeah, one more pack here. We'll go back to farming as well. All right, so that was farming some cows. Almost leveled up again. Now it's Far Oasis and Maggot Lair. If you like farming the Maggot Lair, you can definitely go there. With this build specifically, I would not recommend it. I'm just gonna go in here.
Hail to you, champion.
Hail to you too, champion. Just gonna go away. All right. Back to the destruction key farming. We're only missing 1. We are almost strong enough to run Ubers. Main thing I'm worried about is like our damage is going to be very low. Which is going to make it very slow and annoying. We do find a Shillelagh, which we can Larza quest for 4 sockets. I believe. Alright, this is a 50 FCR base. Do I still have my Larza quest? I do. So I'm gonna use it. Free. Haven't been using it anyway this entire time.
Can I help you?
And I'm gonna use it to give my merc a memory. Or I could use it for myself too, I guess. And just making sure. I think memory actually requires a rune that I don't have. But I'm not 100% sure. Where is memory? Lum, IO, Soul F. Lum, IO, Soul F. Do we have those? We do not have a Lum rune. We don't have an IO rune. We do have a Soul. We do have an F. So this gives +4 all skills. We can use it for ourselves even. I might actually make one and use it for myself. But for now, we're going to make an insight in this. And redeem our Sag Merc from using this bad insight. So Ral tier, Tal Soul. Ral tier, Tal, and a Soul rune. Ral tier, Tal Soul. Always chant it to not get it wrong. And bad roll in the aura, but again, this will give him a lot of FCR, so this should put him to 125, right? So you got the insight and a high quality base. Stealth, still using it. 10 FCR on this, 10 FCR on this. Total of 125. He's now going to cast a lot faster. We're going to feel a lot better about that. I'm just going to put this here. And we can move all these and get back to farming. Actually, put this here. I'll organize these things, I promise. One day. Maybe after being done with the videos. Who knows? Having him cast faster is technically a buff to our damage, so still happy with it. Boom. And all right, let's go next. And the main thing I really want to get right now are plus skill armor for Amazon, plus skills on arrows. Oh, I actually forgot to repair my stick, so we're gonna walk a little bit. Finding any nice unique, finding maybe boots like Inferno Strides or Water Walks would be good for a declone. Spiked shield. What you got for me? Nothing much. Otherwise, we're just collecting materials. We'll try to push for the 3x3, then I'll show a little bit of the shopping at Anya's. Nope, I didn't fix. I didn't fix. It's my bad.
What do you need?
Thank you. So we're back to the key grind. I know nobody wants to do the key grind. It's worth it. Remember, these torches sell for like 0.5 to 1 high rune. If you can farm like on your first day or on your second day, like a Vex rune or a low rune guaranteed in 1 to 2 hours, wouldn't you do it? That's how I think about it. If I know something takes about X amount of time, and that X amount of time I get, find an EXP shrine, and you know my heart is telling me to take it. And go to the Chaos Sanctuary. Yeah, we're showing exactly what I would do on a reset, right? So that is what I would do. Technically, so. I guess that's what's up. I'll do a quick repair. We're already here. Now we'll just teleport through. It will save time. Okay, I'll start over here. Makes things a little easier. Gem Shrine, we'll get a perfect diamond. Perfect diamonds usually are more valuable than other gems, in my opinion. Different people like crafting different things, but I personally value the diamonds a little bit higher than the other ones early on. Both for amulets and for weapons, they're just amazing. So this is my personal one that I prefer. Get this guy. Get lower the size before we run out. We're like basically leveling up here. Long battle bow, that's what Vidala's, I think. Yeah. I have no need for that. ALOT. Maybe we get all three of them. Gotta make some good EXP here. There we go. Nice and easy level. Just took a couple minutes. Go ahead and farm, not farm, just to kill Diablo as well. For a chance to drop a pest.
Not even death can save you from me.
There we go. Devil Star is what? Baranars? I don't remember. Yeah, Baranars is like nice early on if you're like a paladin. You could maybe use it, but I don't think other people use it. Want to necro skills. Not too exciting here. Nothing here is too exciting. I'll scrap this for gold. And we'll keep farming. We're level 80 already. Level 80, that means we can step into maps if we wanted to. Again, if you're solo farming, it could take a little longer till you actually do step into maps. The sewers and the palace cellars are corrupted. Not exciting for us. So we move on. That's razors, I believe. Yep, razors. So razor's edge early on, one of the best early farming items for barbarian. Of course, if you have one of those, you can already kind of get ready to farm as a bleed barbarian. Bleed barbarians are incredibly effective, whether you're doing whirlwind or double swing or whatever you're doing. So razor's edge, great find early on. Again, one of those items you can sell, make some currency, trade for something you like. Bone flesh, I mean, again, it's part of like the open wound chances if you want to use it, but normally you don't sell these. 36 life, we have one with 27, and I think this is the point where we can start swapping them out like this. 5 FHR instead of, what do we have here that is super useless? Nothing is really useless here. So I'll keep this, I'll drop the 8 FHR. Right, let's keep going. 14 health. I like my Meph. We have one that's worse. Yeah, 7 life is already a little low. We'll swap it out. We're getting about 1% per run, right? Of course, didn't fix my stick for some reason. It's not showing the charges. We're still under 2 hours at the moment, so Senpai could show us a miracle and decide we will get it in time. Pair of bolts. 30 Deadly Strike, 17 ED, so they're not amazing. They have a lot of AR. Have Deadly Strike, have Mana Leech, you know, it's a bunch of like nice affixes. I will keep them. Personally, I think that, again, this is just like my own little perspective. Transitioning into multi-shot or strafe are the best two early farmings for Zon. And again, everybody can have their own opinions, perspectives. There are a lot of ways to play this game. So I like having like a spare bolt because the main weapons I want to look for are Baritza and Demon Machine. They're like the main two. And we saw an Experience Shrine. You know what that means. You know what that means. Don't lie. You know what I need. You can do the same bit. Like, it was pretty fast. If you farm this entire place with the Experience Shrine still on, that means you do it in under 2 minutes. You can spare 2 minutes for 15-20% EXP, right? I know I can. Get up. Very nice. Two minutes and some gold. That's all I'm asking for. Ooh, okay. Bit of a scary spawn there. And maybe that Rare belt will be nice for us. Find 11 cauldrons, 29 fire, 10 FCR. That is pretty nice. 8 mana is not going to be useful. That's pretty nice. Is that better for my mercenary? He is lacking in fire. This one already gives him fire, but it does look like an upgrade for him. As you can see, 2 minutes. It's worth it. Don't skip the Experience Shrines. Stay leveled. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's just an upgrade for him. Straight up, so definitely keep it on. Right, let's go back over here. Put a pair of bolts in the stash. I think this bow we'll never need. This I don't think I'll ever need. Fixer stick. Let's go next. Yeah, of all the distractions that I took, you didn't make it in 2 hours, but it's okay. Seven life, already tossed one before, so we're gonna toss this one as well. It's okay, again, it's okay to keep some charms to reroll. I normally don't reroll the mid-level charms. I either roll specific low-level charms, or I roll high-level charms. And high-level charms are level 90 and above. And the low-level ones are level 42. Or like right around 42, like 42 to 50. That last key is being really really stubborn. Cold lightning res. We might need that lightning res for Mephisto. I don't think we will, but just in case. Another one of those. God damn it. It's okay, it's all part of our plan. I'll see. Here. We'll grab a jewel. Already 5 life. That is pretty nice. Just an F rune. Okay, yeah, a little bit dangerous over here, the Might Aura. $35 life. What am I swapping that for? The 12 life is pretty terrible. I actually don't even know why it's still on me. 9 extra gold. Some people would like it, but not me. I want the fire skills. Lower the sizes down. 5 more teleports. He has stone skin. Takes too long to kill him. All right, another 20% bagged.
Not even death can save you from me.
we go. Another pair of bolts. What do we have here? Cold res, deadly strike. No, I'm okay without that.
Hello.
When is that final key gonna show up? I wonder. Oh, another one. Yeah, so we're farming a pest, right? We can tell ourselves that. We're farming for a pest. Giant sword. Good weapon base.
Hail to you, champion.
It's okay, it's a good routine, honestly. I will grab the arrows and the GC actually. Like I'll go back there. Call me out in the comments if I forget to do it. Alright, let's go ahead and collect those charms, the arrows.
Not even death can save you from me.
Math and Dex, cold damage, AR and gold. 3 max damage charm, small charms, that's very nice. We have an all res with some pierce. We have a better all res though, right? We have 14 and this is, oh, this one has extra poison. So technically a little bit better for us right now. But not like super critical. And did he drop anything interesting? Maybe these two. What you got on this belt? Tri-Res, FHR, Life and Strength. So that's a very nice belt. We'll definitely keep it. Early on, keeping the rare ones is usually a good idea. Just in case, like, it like helps you do like an Uber or do declone. I normally keep them. We got another physical charm. I believe I put the other ones somewhere here. There we go. So I'll put them by each other. Lightning res, I'll keep here with charms that we might use, but I'm not sure. The arrows, also here. Belt, here. All these gonna go inside. Bases, we said on 2. What's this? Not interesting. Paladin wouldn't mind it because has 10 PDR apparently. Let's go kill Iswell again. We're gonna get it eventually. Flare Jungle and the Flare Dungeon are corrupted. Again, 2 areas I personally don't go to. Surely enough time passed and I can get my F Warfist to the Shadow Warrior. It's like a cute Warfist for like a Chaos runeword on day 1. F Warfists are always nice to pick up. Some people will just pay like a couple Whirlstone shards for them. If you can find one with plus to Claw and Dagger Mastery, things like that, even better. Or to Venom. Oh. The game is calling us. Calls us to farm Diablo. There we go, and we get our last key. We'll go farm Declone as well, but finally got our final key. It's been a long time coming. So I'll go ahead and sell this. Of course, we're not going to be using this. Farm, go away. Let's go one more Diablo run. Then we'll decide if we're ready for Ubers or not. We'll do some crafting, some shopping, and possibly a respec. Maybe I'll separate like the Ubers and the declone kill into 2 different videos. On like early mapping. Just because I don't know if I can record like 2 more hours of gaming. I want the video to be scuffed. Can we kill him? Thank you. We're getting another level too, which is nice. These levels are going to help us, of course, so it's not bad that we're getting EXP. And maybe we drop our pest too. Who knows? Not paying attention. We found a Sigurd's boots, I believe. Okay, defense. So 1 more level, put it into crit strike. You know, it's small pushes. We're at 103 strength. So I don't know if we can use the gloves yet. I need to have a look at that. Belt, 30 cold wrist, 25 lightning. Again, one of those sick Ubers type belts. I think this is Moser's. Yeah, Moser's. Amazing shield early on. You know, the extra resistances. 2 perfect diamonds in here gives you 58 res, which is a lot, of course. Great bow. No, great bow doesn't give kills. So yeah, it's a lot of res. We're obviously not using shields, but is well loved. It's a well-loved pair of boots. Alright, so we got our full 3x3 keys. We farmed quite a bit. I'm gonna move some stuff around. Just so I can, you know, organize my thoughts and items. Things with a bunch of res, they'll go over here. This might be used later. Things that we're definitely not using, but I just want to showcase in case, like, to show like what we farmed. So things like that. Where will I keep? Where will I keep all those things? We found the whiz bike, right? Where was my whizzy? Where do I put it? We did find one, right? I remember it very distinctly, being like a moment of happiness. Feel like I may have accidentally sold it or put it in the wrong place. Oops. Alright, this. Alright, so we'll make this page like just to showcase things that we found that can be sold. It's just sig and set. Completing it early on is it can be pretty useful. At least. Frost burns. Mate Slayer, I don't think it's sold. Anything else I'm interested in here? This will not be useful anymore. Not you. I swear, we did find one, right? We found an Izzy. Is that on the video? It should be on the video. $110. We're so close to using this. I might have to respec to actually use this. I'll consider it for sure. Let me sell some of the stuff that we're not using, just to clear our inventory a little bit. Yeah, I guess I just sold it accidentally. It's my bad. Huh. I may have confused it with this dagger. It gives lower res charges. I may have made that mistake, right? It's not anywhere here. Yeah, that's like already not relevant. All right, no lamenting. So we showed chaos farming, right? We showed some farming in keys. I wanted to show Andy, Mephisto, and Baal farming too, but I don't know if we have that much time today. I'll show some indie runs. We'll do some indie runs, then I'll consider doing, what's it called? All right, we had like an insane Andy setup, right? So we'll show like 10 kills of Andy, maybe 10 kills of the other bosses as well. Just to show like the things you can drop within like 10 kills. Sharkskin belt. I'll ID everything together. Oh, no. We've done enough City of the Damned. Upper Kurist, Reliquary, and Forgotten Temple are corrupted. Again, not the most exciting area in my opinion. If you like farming the corrupted areas, of course, feel free to. As you can see, these are like 30-second runs. Of course, we got like a really good spawn for her, so it's easier to find her. So online, it could take a little bit longer, maybe a minute instead. That's still okay. That was 2 kills. We'll do a total of 10 kills. You can teleport right on top of her. She's really not that scary, even if your poison res is not maxed out. double bow? I do not remember. Oh, endless hail. So it's plus the strafe, chance to blizzard on striking. It's actually not a bad bow. I know that it's used on other classes more. Like Bowsork, I think, uses it. 31 life, 44 mana. That is an improvement. And I think we'll toss like maybe one of the... Oh, 23. There we go. Right? Oh, we had a 22 as well. My bad. Alright, the rest maybe for gold. That was 3 kills. So I don't think Zons use it. From what I remember, at least. Another pair of Gorefoot. Tri-Res Belt again. Cold Fire and Poison this time. I believe the other one was different. I always keep these in the beginning just to, you know, res fixers. So again, if your res is fine, you feel like you don't need it, you can get rid of it. Another essence. Another belt. We're dropping a lot of belts. Kind of hoping to see PDR belt eventually. Got a long battle bow. I don't remember all these, so I do pick them up and check. This is gold. This is... Oh, it's Wizard's Root. So this is like a cold bow type approach. You can use this to do quite a bit of damage, I think, with Wizard Draw. And Planet's Cold Resistance if you up it, but it's definitely not for us. This is half freeze, so it is similar to ours. It gives 40 mana, lifesteal. Ours gives some lightning res. So looks like ours is a little bit better. Sadly, no need for you. Alright, that was kill number 5, I think. If I'm not wrong. I may have lost track. If I did, don't hate on me. I'm not perfect. Morningstar. I will go fix our sick. We'll show the shopping gloves a bit after the Andy runs. So it's 5 kills, so we're halfway there. 12 life, no thank you. This is Blood Rise. So again, not that useful as far as I know, at least. Quick repair. And I wanted to get something, and I forgot what it was a moment later. Oops. Yara. That could be interesting. Again, if we can find something with +2 to Amazon skills or just to any specific skill tree, that could be pretty big. Especially if it comes with res or FCR. 2 to Summoning Druid. So for a Druid, that would have been super nice. This gives 1 to Shadow Disciplines, 1 to Necro with 3 sockets. A lot of good stuff, just not for us. 2 to Martial Arts. Yeah, a lot of good stuff, not for us. That was 6 kills. we go. Anything good? Doesn't look like it. Alright, 3 more kills. Will we get a big drop? Or just a big drop in confidence? Walking stick. 70 FCR. Very cute. 20 FCR armor with 14 ult res. This is effectively an upgrade for our mercenary just because it gives him more resistances. I can also have sockets in it, so I'm going to give it to him. He is going to lose that FHR, but I actually don't think that's that much of a problem for him. We can keep this on the side so it doesn't go away. But yeah, very nice. I've got 2 more kills. Yeah, I'm just trying to teleport my girls to focus their attacks. Alright, 1 more. We got Dragon Shield. I don't remember what that was.
I can't carry an
And this is Battle Branch. Yeah, Battle Branch is not useful for us. But it's Tiamat's. So Tiamat's also not useful for us. 28 ult res though with a bunch of procs on it. 10 FCR, 17 life, 24 FHR. Let me see if I can swap to this. Oh, he's losing a lot of fire res, so I guess not. This is, yeah, just a normal armor. Alright, 1 more kill. And we are good to go. And we get another essence. We do not drop anything that looks that good, if I'm being honest. Okay, all this looks pretty mid. It's okay, sometimes you farm and you don't find what you want. You did find a few nice items already, so we're not complaining. Alright, we'll go ahead and sell these.
What do you need?
Yeah, this belt, I'm not seeing us using it. Even though it has 24 FHR, it is really nice. Yeah. I mean, it would be good for the Merc eventually, when he doesn't need fire res that much. I could put a socket in his Cruel Shell, get him to have a little bit more fire res that way. Would cost us 500k though. Maybe not, I don't know. I'll keep it, because I'm a hoarder. Can't help myself. Alright, other belts can go in here. This nearby for the Merc. Again, Endless Hail. I don't see myself using it. Definitely not upgrading it, but I know it's not bad for other classes. So maybe something that we could have sold potentially. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments if you would have bought it. And we still can't use this. We need more strength to use this bow. Which makes me kind of want to swap off this and use a different setup. We could potentially just craft either bows, or we could craft also what's it called, javelins. Try to make something that has plus to Amazons, and obviously plus skills as well. We won't be using strafe that way, but it doesn't really matter. We don't really use strafe anyway. And I think that's what I'm gonna do actually, because we have this Beverett Keep. This will give us fire res and strength and PDR, and would let us wear this as well. So yeah, let's try and do that. I have like one of those. I promised I'll show some shopping before that, I guess. So we'll do the shopping first, but go ahead and do that. So when you want to shop, generally, you'll go to Act 5, shop for gloves specifically. You'll talk to Anya, and she'll leave this teleport over here. And as you can see here, Anya sells gloves. These gloves can roll plus skills to specific skill trees for Amazon and Assassin. So if you go like this back and forth, as you can see, it's pretty fast to refresh it. And it's always opening on that tab already, so you have to click too much. It's pretty easy. You can get here, you can see martial arts. We're looking for usually the class that we're playing, not a different class. I just wanted to show this kind of shopping thing as a tip for Amazons and Assassins. I personally really hate chopping, but everybody has something that chopping is good for them. We have 2 to bow and crossbow. If I find something with 3 to bow and crossbow, I'll definitely buy it just to open up our options for a declone kill. It's 2 again. I'll only use 3. 3 is the maximum that it can roll on blue gloves.
Yes?
We already have gloves for passive and magic. They just are higher strength than what we have. What are my needs? Usually 5 minutes is like the most I spend like in a row trying to shop. It's like a personal rule. We have free to javelin and skills. So we found free to jav. We could find like free to bows as well. Having like free to javelin could let you run something like plague javelin. Free to martial arts. So if you're an assassin, this is good. The secondary mod that you usually want to see with this is attack speed. So 20 IAS, free to only 1 in 10 FCR. It's kind of cute. So I usually want to pair this with attack speed. That's like the classic. 2 javelin. Nope.
Yes?
Trying to see maybe we can roll one with a lower strength requirement. That would be nice. Or one with bows. Bow and crossbow is only 1, 2. I will take a 2 that I can wear right now, just in case. I don't want to use a respec for this. We have free javelin again, free passive and magic, and 20 IAS. What an amazing pair of gloves! Exactly what we wanted. So this can go to the trash. As you can see, it doesn't take too long. I just gotta shop. So I'll leave this here. Technically, I could slam this, but no real reason to. This gives us +3 to our skill points, which immediately puts us at 27 here. We would like to get more plus skills if possible. So we can craft bows. So let's talk a little bit about crafting. When you go over here, if you are playing during the season, you already have these essences, not essences, these infusions. They have the extra information of what rolls you can get from different crafts. You can also check the wiki, of course, for crafting. But the main thing you want to remember is that if you're crafting things for plus skills, if you craft weapons with caster and with perfect topaz, they're guaranteed +1. If you want to craft attacking weapons, you'll be crafting either with rubies, hit powers, or emeralds. And if you need attack speed, you'll be crafting with diamonds. That's for weapons. The other thing that normally you craft a lot is amulets. And the most commonly requested amulets are diamond amulets, brilliant amulets that give you all resistances and all stats. Ruby amulets or the blood amulets that give you life after each kill. And caster amulets, which give you faster cast rate. So before we shop, we'll also buy a bunch of amulets. So usually I just go here. I like doing it after level 80. And we just buy a bunch of amulets. As you can see, it's draining our gold very fast. And you're hoping to hit something with +3 to a specific skill tree. Here, I bought 16. This is 2 to Druid, half freeze. Let's see if we got something good. Necromancer, 1 with all res, so that's pretty cute. paladin, free bow and crossbow. We'll definitely keep this on the side here. We got a Siverb amulet, which is really disappointing. So all these we do not need. By the way, we got that bow and crossbow thing, so now I kind of want to get like a pair of gloves for bow and crossbow. I don't know if that makes me a bad person. It might make me a bad person, honestly. I can do that later too. Don't have to do it now. I'm kind of feeling like we're on a roll. You know that feeling? Alright, we'll give it 1 minute. Because we were so fast with the other pair of gloves. We're doing a little bit of a lesson in shopping. 60k. I mean, I can buy this 2 bow and crossbow, so it's a good start. 30 more seconds.
What are your needs? Good morning.
Bow and crossbow, bow and crossbow.
Yes?
Looking for free. If it has IS as well, then GG. If not, just the free would be enough.
What are your needs?
Passive and magic.
Good morning. What are your needs?
And one last time. If not, I'll try to get it some other time. Okay, there we go. So once you gamble all these amulets, you check if any of them are useful to you or to your friends, or if you think you could sell them. I personally don't think you could sell this early on. It's not good enough to sell. And then you want to craft some amulets. So you can craft amulets with perfect diamonds, perfect gems, combined with jewels and a specific rune. I'm just upgrading
Possible.
my gems, which next season is going to be a lot easier because they're giving us this quality of life upgrade button over here. So if this is already next season for you, then life must be good. So the thing we want to do now is grab our gems that we want to craft with. So for example, perfect diamonds, right? So we have 8 of those. We want to grab Tal runes because that's the rune that you combine with a perfect diamond to make an amulet. So as you can see, amulet, it gives you like in the notes amulets, and we'll take 8 jewels and we'll make 8 brilliant amulets. So I put it in, I press transmute, and we have a look, and as you can see, they can roll a lot of resistances. What we're hoping to see is either a super resistance amulet or get like a plus skills to Amazon or a specific skill tree. If you hit something that's good for a different class, I mean, definitely try to sell it. Don't just let it rot. If this one had 2 to lightning skills with all this res, they would have been pretty happy to buy it. We have 1 to paladin with a lot of resistances. 1 to assassin with 10 FCR with a lot of resistances, poison and bone, and necromancer. So we didn't find anything that's really good for us. We did find a really good res amulet, which we will keep. So all these we can sell. You can craft more if you'd like some blood amulets. These take an Am rune, so we have 7 of those. I don't know if I want to spend all of my Am runes right now because they are pretty useful. We will be making some weapons with caster weapons. So these cost a tier rune. We have 3 of those. So I'll actually keep 1 tier for myself. So we'll try to make a caster weapon. These are guaranteed to have plus skills on them. So plus skills and FCR. So at the very least, it's an upgrade for our current bow because we're not using bow and crossbow skills. At least at the moment, we're not using them. So we'll grab 2 jewels and this bow, and we'll go ahead and transmute. And as you can see, it gives +1 to all skills, 14 FCR, some mana, and free life after each kill, some lightning damage. So no real upgrade for us here. Not very good. We can of course do it again with a different bow. This one requires 60 dexterity, a little bit more than what we got right now. But it would be interesting just to get something like this. You got +3 to bow and crossbow, which is, again, it's okay. It's not crazy. And +1 to all skills. So since it has minus requirement, it does give us more dexterity than this one. Gives us more FCR. So we can swap to this one if we'd like. But yeah, we're not really doing any damage with this. But overall, we got our Valkyries and decoys to level 27 now, which is definitely nice to have. Okay, so now we have a couple of options. Just running Ubers immediately with the level 27 decoys, or saving it for the next video, or just keep farming with hoping to make something nice. But that was like a little bit of early crafting and early farming. I really want to do the Ubers in this video though. Just afraid that the video will be cut. This we can sell. No need for a suburb. All right. Bot. I should be strong enough, I think. Level 27. I don't remember if it's enough. It feels like it should be, but I might be wrong. Our resistances, right now our lightning is not quite there. We will be getting some extra resistances if we swap some things around. But yeah, getting that high lightning res will be a little bit of a struggle maybe. I'm remembering now all these rings that we got. Yeah, the Diablo ring. That ring, probably not going to be useful. Yeah, we could lose one skill point and gain a ton of res, but I think for Amazon it's actually better to just stay behind and hope she doesn't die. I can go ahead and try to run the minis. If we do the minis and it feels like pretty easy, then I guess we'll go ahead and do the Ubers as well. If it feels super hard, then... which it should feel a little hard, at least, because I think we're a little underpowered for it. We're not like speedrunners or anything. We want to feel comfortable when we're doing them. But, you know, for the video, you gotta try. So, with that said, let's try our Ubers. And then, of course, you don't have to open all three of them together, but you have to open all three of them in the same game. Because you want to have one of each portal. So, yeah, let's go ahead. And the direction you go in usually will be the place where the real spawns. And I'll go ahead and take my time here progressing. I don't want to have a ton of things to fight off when I'm encountering Duriel. There is a conviction aura in here. Extremely dangerous. So I'm just sitting back. Don't rush your own death. I feel like the main boost in power art, there he is. So we're just gonna teleport back. Yeah, find like a nice little isolated spot. Fight him. Yeah, let's see if we can get rid of him pretty easily. Which seems like we can. It is a little slow in terms of damage. Yeah, I should place like two of them outside of his range, but it's a little hard to do that. Are you outside of his range? No, still no. Wow, dude, he reaches so far. Oh, nice. Made one of those guys join. Right, there we go. Yeah, this makes it a little easier. I'm gonna restock on potions.
Good afternoon.
Don't want to run out and have an awkward moment. Okay, that one feels like she's a little too far. There we go. As long as you have like a insight mark, you should be good on mana. It does look like we need a little bit more damage to get this guy down. Oh, yeah. The pushback, the dreaded pushback from this guy. Buy some extra potions.
Not enough mana.
His aura goes so far. There's like a sweet spot where you can land it, some of them right outside so they don't freeze. Yeah. Kind of depends on his positioning too, I guess. But we are killing him. We are going to kill the two others as well. But we're not going to do the Ubers quite yet. We're going to keep farming. And hopefully I can make it within this video. Ooh. We got that sweet spot. Look at his health when they're outside of the freezing zone. The freeze aura. Just absolutely melted. There we go. So we got our first one. And my res like should be fine for Andariel as well. Not Andariel, Lilith, sorry. Alright, summon the second portal. It's the furnace. Good. That's the easy one. Usually that's the easy one, at least. Yeah, I'm trying to take my time here, not to rush my own death, which I'm known for doing. Ooh, regional one. I like that. Where are you, Izzy? Yeah. Alright, as you can see, Uber is the easiest one normally for all classes. Almost all classes really like fighting him. As you can see, we are not different. Got a Shadow Fang here. I just want to have a look. Chance to pierce. Sadly, no plus to skills there. That could have been massive boost for my confidence. Let's go ahead and make the third one. We would have found a base for a loyalty runeword. It would have been nice. We haven't, sadly. So we're taking the +1 to all skills instead. Alright, so over here, this is like the most annoying out of the free Ubers normally for all classes. Ooh, ooh. The minions here are the scariest. They're by far stronger than like other areas. They curse you with amp. They reduce your defense. And Andariel Surf is also really scary. To find her, I usually scout like the first area to the right, and I just like try to hover around like the entry point. So try not to go too far from the door. I don't know. I heard a lot of people say that there are ways to definitely find her than other people say. It's not as consistent as people make it sound like. So Javelin Sphere, one to Amazon. So this is basically like our thing, right? With more damage. Huh. If that rolled +2 to Amazon skills, how happy I would have been. Again, the only reason I focus on getting rid of these girls before I continue is because they curse me and my summons. So you don't really want to walk into a room, get amped, and absolutely exploded in a second. Especially when Andy shows up. When Andy shows up, that's when Amp starts really hurting. She does have physical and poison damage, not just poison. This Lilith girl. As you can see, now Scout over here. Once I find her, like, I'll know how to isolate her, but first you just wanna locate her first before you make any strong moves. You know? No aggressive teleports. Keep your patience up. Oh, there she is. There she is. Alright, so we wanna teleport our mercenary over here. Yeah, we can see her. As you can see, her health will go down. Your mana will go down as well. Can attack her, of course, if you want. You don't do a lot of damage, right? Oh, we do have a chance to hit, I guess. I just focus on getting the girls back up. As you can see, extremely safe class. A lot of the summoners have pretty easy time with early Ubers. Right, if you're playing a Sork, this would take like a little bit more farming. Playing a Barb, it's gonna be a little annoying sometimes, you know? But like Druid, Necro, Alden all have really easy time. Zon as well, Assassin. They all have really easy time to farm Ubers and minis. So we didn't do too bad. I think if we go into Ubers, we could probably kill them and it would just take forever. And I wouldn't want it to cut in the middle. That's what I'm afraid of. Heavy bracers. I have a reason to pick up heavy bracers? Not really. Have a plus free pair. So we got our free pieces for the Ubers. Technically, if we wanted to just hop in, we can.
I can't.
I will try to do this on this video. Before that, we'll farm just a little bit more. So again, once you collect one of each, you combine them into Pandemonium Talisman. And even if you can't run it yourself, being able to give this to somebody to do Uber service for you early on saves you a lot of currency, gets you ready for farming your maps. If I had like the ability to trade here and just buy stuff with the Worldstone shards that we found and all the other stuff that we found, of course, then we'd be in a super good position to just go in. Now I'm just trying to think if there is something I can do to suddenly become a lot stronger for the Ubers fight. I think that the only real thing we can do is farm a little bit more. Try to maybe land a pair of arrows or bolts that gives plus skills. So that's one thing we can do. The other thing we can do is trying to think. Armor is not an option. We might just be strong enough. Yeah, gambling and amulet gives plus 3 or plus 2 to Amazon skills or plus 3 to passive and magic. So that's our two options. Let's go ahead and gamble a few more amulets just to try and demonstrate the kill. I think it would be nice if we can just make it. This we don't need. So we used all of our gold. Hoping for that one amulet, to poison and bone, to the martial arts. So sadly, none of the stuff that we're looking for. We could try to craft more amulets, but I'm not seeing this this popping in our favor. Right, we don't have any more diamonds as well. And the other ones, we don't really want to craft any of the other ones, if we're being honest. Oops. Keep putting gold in the wrong place. Okay, so I think actually we do have an option, something that we could do. That is definitely, yeah, it's definitely a good option. We could farm the tower and try to find Laminayo and make ourselves a memory runeword. That runeword gives us up to +4 all skills. Not up to, it gives +4 all skills, gives us some FCR. So farming a Laminayo shouldn't take us too long in the tower. We'll try to do that. If we can lend those, then I think we'll just be able to run it. Right, wait, let me think. Yeah, we're missing this, so we'll be basically like this setup. So we'll be at level 30 on decoys and Valkyries, which is enough in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and farm some tower. Just a little bit more farming. Again, it could be that we're strong enough to do Ubers, but I just feel like it would take a long time. And I would like to avoid a super drawn out Uber fight. Again, if we find a base for loyalty as well, that's also an option, of course. That would require a free socket, bow or crossbow. So we're hoping for either a pair of arrows that gives give passive and magic skills, or yeah, or we get loyalty base or a Lum and Io rune. All possible in this area. And then an Eld. Really the tough life of a farmer.
Hail to you, champion.
Frigid Highland and Bloody Foothills are corrupted. If you want to farm Eldritch and Shank, not a terrible idea. Normally early on, I focus on materials. These guys are physical immune. It'll take too long to kill them. And please. Oh, my Merc is hanging out at the back, it looks like. Yeah, my Merc is not joining this one, it looks like. Oh, there we go. Found an Orton IO, so we do have an IO, we just need a Lum rune. Armors are not interesting at 135 ED, some life, all res. If had PDR, that would be definitely interesting. Let's go ahead and fix our stick.
What do you need?
So 1 rune out of 2 found. And we need to go over here. Good old tower, dropping us some runes. Again, online, like finding a Lum rune early on, that would be really easy. So like all this progress shouldn't take much more than an hour. Maybe an hour and a half. Online. Okay, my recording got cut. I made some extra space. We didn't get any rune here, any important rune at least. Good news is I cleared about like 2 hours, so we should be good for that long, at least. Yeah, we have no use for this. We are gonna keep farming for that memory runeword, or for any other drop. And I'll showcase a few other areas that you can farm. Like we showcased Blood Raven and Blood Witch, Summoner, Izul, Nelthak, Tower for keys. Chaos Sanctuary, both for EXP and for PES, which we didn't drop, but we did show it. We showed Andy for some drops. We mostly got some nice rares from her, not any important uniques, but you can definitely drop some nice stuff. We haven't shown Baal, but we all know Baal. I showed him in the last episode, or last part. I did want to go to do Mephisto as well. I guess with like, now that I know I have 2 extra hours, then I'm more like oh, oops, didn't mean to teleport there. I'm more confident just showing like all the areas I wanted to showcase. Oh, wasted my last teleport, which I saved for repositioning here. Good one. Come on, drop me a Lum Rune. We got a Key of Terror again. That's good. Having some extra keys, you know. You can sell those, or you can run the keys yourself, of course, and sell the torches. 15 all res. 10 FCR. Coldest, no, not good enough. I'll do like 2 more tower runs. If we don't get the Lum Rune there, then we'll do some, oops, forgot to repair our stick. If we don't get it here, then we'll just, you know, move to like farm Mephisto. Oh, I don't have gold anymore to fix my stuff. Well, good one. We'll do some Travi runs. Get some gold. Yeah, I forgot that I used all of our gold to gamble. That's what happened, guys. Don't gamble. The house always wins. Dude, them with Conviction Aura, so a little wild roll, but you know. Merc, absolutely slaughtered. Now we need to get gold to revive the Merc too. Jesus, this is what happens. This is what happens when you gamble. It's okay. Doing Travi runs to gain your gold back is always a good idea. You can also drop good stuff here, of course. Yeah, let's be careful. Nelthak is corrupted. It is a good area to farm, of course, if you want to get keys as well.
Hail to you, champion.
We repaired it. We are going to do a few more Travi runs. I guess we'll do 10 Travi runs. It's also one of those areas we wanted to showcase. It's farming areas. So you can hop right into the action over here. Maybe they drop my Lum Rune as well. They could. As you can see, pretty fast to farm. With like pretty good chance to drop really good items. Good masteries. I don't know why I picked up a ring. Ooh. Oopsie. Maybe a little bit too aggressive there. Let's send some of this into our stash.
What do you need?
See what Kane has to say.
Yes.
The bow and crossbow. We can craft with it. AR. Like a caster craft. So I'm not gonna get rid of it. Maybe not the most exciting bow. Big jump. Summons can be a little stupid. Sometimes you do have to teleport them. Now, what do we have inside? Oh, wait. Let's make sure we do still make gold.
What do you need?
Yeah, we made like 250k. You make gold pretty fast, so if you do want to keep gambling, Travi is definitely a good way to go. Charm, 2 ducks. Free to lightning skills. Again, you can sell this to a Sork on day 1 or day 2, whenever you get it. These kind of things. One or two Wolstone shards, no need for more. Kind of spread out, which is a little annoying. We are getting more XP at least. We'll hit another level. With our bow base.
Hail to you, champion.
Made 300k. That's like 5 more gambles, which I'm not gonna do, surely. Gonna keep my money this time. I learned my lesson. I'll move all these reflex bows into the stash. Again, with all these, we could try to make like one with more plus skills. We can get like +3 on these pretty easily. Gold, this, gold. 400k. We got like 600k or so. Get 2.4 EXP per run like this at level 81. Like 20 runs? No, 10 runs when we're like leveling. We'll probably not do that many, but oh. Impossible, she said. Ooh, okay, that was a little scary. So far they were always outside, so I was just casually teleporting. But yeah, make sure you check yourself before you break yourself, or whatever the phrase is. Salt helmet. Let me grab this. This is good gold. And I wanted to grab... Usually skulls are the most expensive ones, so making either skulls or diamonds early on is the best. Let's jump next game.
Hello.
See what we got. No. One to passive and magic. So we do find one for a crossbow. So we do have that option to kind of go with that route. The charm was not interesting. This is not interesting as well. 10 life on a small charm. I thought I had something worse. No, I think I had a 7, but not worse than this. At the moment, 10 life on a small charm is not very appealing, but we'll keep it just in case we have like free spots that we don't use. 10 FCR with some res. That's kind of cute, actually. I'll keep it. We're like almost at 600k. Didn't take that long. Didn't find many good things here. Kind of to my surprise, I'm pretty used to getting good stuff from Travi. We haven't been here for so long. Den of Evil, Bloodmore, Corrupted, super unappealing. Oops.
I am overburdened.
Okay. Alright, looks like we farmed the amount of gold that we wanted, so we can farm some Mephisto now. We'll do 2 Mephisto kills just to showcase Mephisto. Barb and 20 FCR, that's really nice for a Crybarb early on. 7 MF Small Charm. These also sell early on, or you can keep them and use them, of course. These 2. So yeah, we could craft like a crossbow with +2 skills. Like as an option. I don't know if we are going to go that route. It would technically give us +1 more to decoys and zons, but it feels like it's better to just make the rune word. The memory rune word. So I'm a little unsure. 11 ores jewel. So that's a pretty big find early on. You can put this in a weapon, of course, for Azan if you're not going the runeword route. Alright, so let's go farm a little bit of Mephisto. I think we had like a super good half, was it? Oh, it wasn't super good. It was an average route. But it wouldn't take us more than a minute, I believe. So we can showcase that. It's not bad. So these trophies are both money, but also can be extremely good. And extremely expensive. Get an F Martel. It's a crafting base. Pretty good one. Always pop the chest to the back. This is... Yep, not a very good one. Oh, missed a jewel. Wisely logged off.
Hello.
Cool damage. This one I'll keep.
Hail to you, champion.
Alright, 9 more Mephisto kills.
I can't.
We showcase all the areas that are good farming areas early on. Of course, here you can also drop pests and the essences, which can be traded or used. Of course, if you'd like to run your own pest. I don't know why he's not summoning. There we go. Pop the stash. Thank you very much, game. Move on to next. That's 2 Mephisto kills. Got ourselves 19 mana. Still have 21 teleports. Should be enough for a couple more trips. Get a ring, a cudgel. The ring has a lot of stats, but none that seem to be interesting for us. Shapeshifting, but only 1 skill. That was skill number 3. We'll do 7 more.
What do you need?
Not quite as good as we'd like. Yeah, the gold keeps rolling. We'll do another gambling session. I mean, yeah, gotta do it. Oops. Wrong port. It's just how things are in the beginning, you know? Usually what happens is that, like, everybody gambles and then, even if you don't find what you need, somebody else did, and you can trade with them for whatever you got. Mesh belt. That is the one and only Tarasha's. So pretty exciting drop. Tarasha's, a lot of the sorts are looking for it early on. Siege crossbow. 2 Amazon skill levels. So this is actually kind of good for us. We do need more dexterity for it, but we're close to leveling up. So, oh, we need a lot more dexterity for it because we can socket it with a hell rune. I think that's an option. Because this will give us 2 more skill points, right? With the bolts that we just picked up. You know what? Let's do something like this. I'll put this with the bases. It's a base. And I'll put this here and I'm going to corrupt it and see what happens. We got 3 mana after each kill, so we didn't get something we wanted, but we can still put some sockets in it. Which I think we're going to do. It's going to give us a total of +2 more skills to our passives. We're going to lose some resistances, which is going to be a little bit painful. But for now, it's going to be a good enough upgrade. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a Malice for a lot of gold. It's another reason why we want to save a lot of gold all the time. Things in the beginning are expensive. Snow Geeds to reduce the prices. Top Russia's exciting. Yeah, so we want to grab ourselves a Malice. And put this over here. Grab a socket. Put a Hell Rune. Now we can use this.
Can't use this yet.
Can you still not use it? How much are you missing? 56, and I'm at 53. So I still need to level up, it looks like. And put a couple points into dexterity. But that's okay. That is definitely manageable, in my opinion. So yeah. Otherwise, our res is going to be fine. Find a top Russia's build. Again, that's a couple Worldstone shards early on, or an item that you're looking for. Effectively. So we're going to switch to this in a moment. These two. I'm still going to keep these. I don't think I want to get rid of them quite yet. But we'll do a quick level up. I said I'll do 10 Mephisto, so I'll still finish the 10 Mephistos. We got, I think, 5 more to go.
I can't.
They should level us up, right? Grab this Dirk. Just gonna go inside my stash, my cube. Poleaxe, no thank you. Broadsword, Rondell. Nothing interesting there. Alright, 4 more kills. And yeah, we're doing this in a minute or less, so not too much of a problem. Once you start breaking down how long things take you, I don't know, for me it doesn't feel that bad. At least. I don't like that amp. Come on, Mephisto. You know what I want. I don't even know what I want. A 2-skill helmet, any of them, would be actually really nice. Of course, can't ask for too much, or people will make fun of me for being greedy. Aren't we all a little bit greedy? Free the corpse explosion, free sockets. If that had 2 or 3 P&B skills, that would be insane bank. Quick sell over here. We'll still go through the gambling session, I think. Still worth going for. Yeah, we sell this, we sell this. Belt, 10 FCR, 24 FHR, cold and lightning res. 24 FHR, 25 PLR, dual res, and some life. Not good enough to keep. This we can sell. This one we said we'll keep. This we can keep for now. Probably gonna level up now. Probably. We have enough teleports. Not here, here. All right, let's see what's going on there. Should have probably leveled up first before I did the socketing, but I didn't know I'll need more, so. Need just a tiny bit more to level up. Just a tiny bit more. Anybody here? Yeah, you guys will do it. Thank you very much. Let's go next game. So we're getting 2 skill points to our decoys and Valkyries, which should be enough to run the Ubers. I believe I'm supposed to do 1 more run or something like that, if I'm tracking correctly, which I'm probably not. I'm probably triggering a lot of people by not counting properly. I'd say I apologize, but I can't really help it. Do not put everything there. So we want 56, 1, 2, 3, to guarantee we have enough. Again, we have 43 right now. What's getting us to 28? What's giving me so much dexterity? Oh, this ring. Oh, this ring is so awesome with all this dexterity it gives. But it's only this ring, is it? Right? Yeah. So this is fine. We're not going to lose this ring anytime soon. And I'll grab a few more vitality points for now, and we can put this on. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, put this on. We will keep this pair just to, you know, just in case we don't really know what's going on right now. And we'll do 1 more Mephisto kill. We're at 700k. We'll use some of it to gamble. Try land another amulet. 1 with +2 or +3 to passive and magic, or +2 to Amazon. I don't mind which one, really. Any of those would be okay. We actually do quite a bit of damage because the base is actually a lot better. Our hitting chance are awful, of course, but and yeah, nothing exciting over here. So the only thing we can really drop here is the crossbow, which was not expected. But you know, sometimes that's just how life is. You're not ready to drop stuff. We don't have a lot of MF too, so I can't really complain too much. Our resistances did take a small hit, which is painful, of course. I don't feel good about it, but you gotta do what you gotta do, really.
What do you need?
Alrighty then. So we're at level 29. It's almost like a good level to feel comfortable going into Ubers. I think the lowest we've done before is like 26 or 27. It's probably doable with less if you're like goated. But you know, we're not trying to make it difficult. We're just trying to get like a good, comfortable start for the season. So our current gear, +2 to Amazon bow, right, that we just found, +1 to passive and magic. The peace runeword, +1 to Amazon bunch of res helm. Free shoppable passive and magic gloves. You can kind of guarantee this. Just a very nice res ring. Another res ring that is kind of okay. Night smoke, not very exciting, but it's okay. Cold and fire res on this one. We have a bunch of other boots that we can swap around depending on what we wanna kill. So let's have a look. We have this one, the cold and lightning one. I think we had a better one even, right? This 37 cold, 37 lightning, poison. Yeah, so we're gonna carry this one with us. This one gives us fire res, so we will keep it too. The night smoke gives us 10 all res. Instead of 10 all res, I think we'd prefer to have cold, lightning, and fire. Do we have cold, lightning, and fire combination here? We have cold and lightning. So we have the cold and lightning setup. We have a fire setup. So we're gonna swap around like our belts when we're in the Ubers. It's usually a good thing to do because it helps you like itemize better without too much prep. So I'm gonna have a quick look. Do I have any of the rings that I want to take with me? Not really. I think the rings are fine. Yeah, we could take, we don't want to take this because it lowers our skills. So it looks like this is what we're up to. We will gamble one more time, of course. But these seem to be like the things we're going to use. Like this, we have 65 iras. It is a little bit low. We would like to have a little bit more, but I don't know if we can afford that. I'm afraid of breaking this ring. And I'm also afraid of breaking this ring, if I'm being honest. I could try and slam one of the boots, maybe, potentially. Slamming the boots is not a terrible idea. We could try and slam the amulet, but breaking this will be extremely painful. So let's first do a little bit of gambling. And I'll save myself like 100k or something like that. Under 200k. Yeah, that seems okay. 2 to traps. We got 14 res here. 1 to assassin, 75 PLR. Paladin. 1 to Amazon, 23 strength. So we do have an Amazon one. At the very least, if I slam this, we're just losing res. Lose some strength. We can lose strength. That's okay. So I'll go ahead and slam it. You know, you only live like once or twice. We got life after each kill. What is all that? Like life after each kill. Mana after each kill. We had another slam like that, I think. I don't know what's up with that. That's what we got though, so that is sometimes just a harsh reality. I think we'll be okay. I kind of trust us. If we do get the kill, we'll end the video on the kill. Oops. That was 120k, I believe. Oh no, it was 50k. Right? No. Yeah, it was probably something like 50k. Actually. No way, it was more. Yeah, so let me just have a quick look at our resistances while we're fighting. How's it gonna look like? So for Baal and Mephisto, we are going to have this setup, giving us 123 cold, 115 lightning. You want to be at 150 cold and 125 lightning for the correct overcap. You want a 50 lightning overcap and 75 cold overcap, unless you have curse resistance for some reason. And for fire, you want to just have 75 when you're fighting. So for fire, as you can see, we have... Wait, is this our best? Looks like this is our best, 65. I couldn't make it better. Even if I really, really wanted to, it looks like. Which I do want to. We just don't have the fire boots. So we'll see. Diablo is the most annoying one, but we are a very safe ranged build. So yeah, it looks like that's what's going on. We're going to leave the night smoke over here. We can even slam it. See, maybe something cool happens since we're not trading these. Get extra cold res on this. Okay. Where do I put it? I'll put it here. Got this. Right, page 4 is where things we're not going to use for a little while are going to sit. Yeah, if we didn't need the Hell Rune in this, I could have put the All Res Jewel, which I have a feeling like... Yeah, okay, there it is. I had a feeling for a moment that I got rid of it for some reason. So yeah, we could have gotten some extra res there from the weapon. In Season 12, you'll have sockets and arrows as well. So you can always malice the arrows to get like one more socket. And I believe it will work like a shield, so you can put a diamond in it for 19 res. It's actually super powerful. So big buffs coming for Amazon for sure. All right, I think we're just gonna attempt it. Of course, we're gonna take a lot of potions with us. For the most part, I don't think we'll need that many mana potions. We're going to take a lot of these potions. Actually, I'm just going to take what's it called? I'm only going to take big ones, so. Daryl, we saved so many of them. So that's our swap over to kill Diablo. That's like the extra fire res gear. And this is the cold and lightning res gear. That looks good enough for me, honestly. I don't think I can do much better. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go full with this. Take as many potions as you can. You know, don't be cheap on the potions. Cube up the small ones if you need to. Do whatever you need, you know. And we're going in. So level 29 decoys and Valkyries. We'll see how easy it is. We have like a solid bow. It does a little bit of damage, but we don't have a lot of AR, so it's not going to hit a lot. We are going to keep our distance too and try to focus on summoning. So that is also a bit. All right, so moving in. The way I like to do Ubers when I'm in here is I will go from the bottom and wow, okay. Baal just pounced on us with no warning whatsoever. So that was a little scary. Normally I'll try to aggro Baal or Mephisto, was what I was about to say. As you can see, our damage looks pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy with this. You can try and evade these for the most part. If you can, keep your Merc alive so he amps as much as you can. That is desired. You don't have to do that much damage. You should focus on resummoning. And you can teleport your mercenary out if you see him about to die. Don't risk your own HP if you're like, you seem a little low, right? You know, just make sure you recover, right? This is maybe not worth a potion there, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, so I teleport, I move my Merc away. Maybe if you can try to, like, place the... Oh no, the Merc died. It's okay. We'll revive the Merc eventually when we start going low on potions. You want to minimize your trips back if you can. As you can see, we'll definitely need more mana potions. So we're learning. I haven't done this in a while. It's been like 5 months, I think, since I've done budget Zon. And since he's camping the portal, you don't really want to leave and just like teleport right back into him. So we are going to attempt to just kill him before we ever consider even going back. Even if it means drinking potions, you know, rejuves for mana. As you can see, it's going pretty smoothly. As I said, you can do it with less skills. I just want it to feel comfortable, and I didn't want it to take forever. And I definitely didn't want the recording to cut in the middle, which it actually did, so. Another point for video man. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't use the strafe because it costs a lot of mana. You know, with my trusty insight at the moment. As you can see, dispatching of this guy pretty easily. He's the most dangerous one in the beginning, so you really want to get rid of him first because of that lower res curse that absolutely demolishes your resistances. So we're going to go ahead and, you know, pry a little bit, poke, see if we can drag Mephisto out. And the way I do it is, yeah, exactly, you just walk in and walk the fuck out. The aggro for Diablo is actually pretty slow, so normally they don't come together. Over here we have a little bit of an unlucky situation where they did end up following us, both of them, but you can just disengage. You know, you don't have to fight both of them. Again, we'll try to aggro Mephisto. We'll keep walking. Get rid of ads if you can. Like, don't let them stick around. And as you can see, I'm in a super safe distance. Even if the Valkyries are not attacking, or if they're only attacking the ads, safety first, you know. I would like them to attack though, so if possible, you know, without the amp is a little bit more difficult to clear everything here. Again, a little slow, but nice and safe, as you can see. Yeah, the cold is not treating them well. So we're gonna bring a lot more mana potions with us. That's something we're being reminded of right now. I definitely don't like that he's kind of sitting here, of all places. Yeah, we're struggling a little bit with his ads. It looks like the Valkyries are constantly attacking the ads instead of him, just making this very slow. But progress is progress. You know, this is only offline, so I'm wasting a lot of potions. That's just how life is sometimes. But imagine this with 3 levels less, right? Yeah, the girlies are just like attacking the wrong targets constantly. They're being pretty stupid here. Alright, we'll try to, you know, disengage a little bit. See if we can drag just Mephisto. Yeah, okay. We're getting some damage done like this. You can always clear the ads later. Yeah, maybe, yeah, some disengage sometimes. It helps. If you're too far, the girlies just seem to not want to attack. So if you stand a little bit closer to Mephisto, it's a little scarier, of course. Especially because our res is not fully capped right now. But if you can afford to, this goes a lot faster. We'll disengage soon and do this again. HP still going down pretty steady. Yeah, as long as they attack him. Oh, it looks like we're getting rid of 2 of them with... Ooh, that was... I think he had a moment there. There we go. We'll just... I think we're getting rid of him. There we go. 2 out of 3 down. We can let them clear the ads. And we have 2 more. Remember that, not 2. We have 3 more teleports back in. Remember, when you open Ubers, you have free entries do you receive back in. So don't be afraid to use them. Like, of course, they're saved for in case you die on softcore. You want to save one for that in case you die. Break this. I'm just getting rid of some ads. You don't really want them standing there when you're trying to kite stuff and you have all this damage behind you. You don't want them camping your way out too, your safety. And believe it or not, Diablo is the hard one in my opinion early on when you're still weak. We're gonna have 65 fire res, which hopefully will be enough. The lightning is gonna be almost capped as well. Okay, we have a few more ads, and then we'll hop out, get our merc back, buy a ton of mana potions, which we're possibly gonna need when the merc dies, and he will die. You see, we have free portals. Remember that online you can rejoin the game as well. In case you die inside, you can always rejoin. Grab your body outside of the fight. You don't have to go back in to pick it up. Alrighty, alrighty. We got our merc back. The merc has max fire res, so he should be okay. He didn't have like the overcap to deal with him, of course, when he was lower res, but the merc really hates this fire wave attack. So, and we all hate pit lords. Okay, remember, pit lords, they're the enemy. Okay, we're gonna clear the ads over here. Pit lords are big trouble They're very annoying to deal with. They're extremely tanky. So yeah, let's see. We are doing some damage there. Yeah, the Merc instantly dying there. You want to try and scatter them in a way where they all don't die to the same attack. It is very difficult, especially when he stands in such a cringe corner of the map. But after doing some progress, we are gonna come back. Yeah, we'll draw out these Pit Lords. We'll try to aggro him away too. I think we're doing it right now. I'm not sure. So again, clearing these Pit Lords is super important. Don't rush in this Uber's situations. We did get some progression on his health, I guess. I'll be happy with that. Oops. Drank the wrong potion. Again, I'm trying to spread them so he attacks them in different directions. Right, so I'll have like one summon here, one summon here. So they don't all die at the same time. He does do a lot of AoE, so you can't help it if suddenly like a wave is being, you know, killed. And we are doing pretty good here. We're doing pretty good. Looks like this is gonna be a success story for us. Okay, again, disengage. It's okay to disengage. Summon a new one. We want to aggro these Pit Lords. Don't let them just like you know, a master. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna summon our girlies. Oh, wow, okay. We aggroed him to a bit of a better spot. Okay, yeah. Was casting while he's lasering me. Not the safest. Not the safest play. We are getting this progress done, as you can see. And we get our first torch and Black Soulstone. Hooray! So we got our first torch. Again, it took us level 29. You can do it with less. This was pretty comfortable though. As you can see, we did 2 trips. We didn't use actually that many potions, even though we saved a ton of potions. So a lot less than we thought we'll need, I guess. You could say. I didn't fill my belt. Oh no, I did fill my belt. We got our BSS. In order to get a declone, you'll need a BSS. You get it from the Ubers. A PES, you get it from one of the prime evils, so either Mephisto, Diablo, or Baal in Hell difficulty, which I might do a part 5 for. And a PDE prime, not prime, pure demonic essence, which you get from map bosses. So I'll definitely try and show like early mapping as well in another video. I'll swap back to our gear and make sure I leave like I like leaving like a declone or Uber gear, right? If I use something specific, then I make sure to leave it in like a tab of its own, so it doesn't get like confused with other stuff. And I guess like the thing everybody wants to see now is what torch did we get. And normally I think people let Kane do the job. I don't trust Kane. He's a scoundrel. So if we get an Amazon, we're definitely doing a declone. Okay, not today because it's going to take a lot of time to record and to find like the materials, but we're definitely going to do a declone part. If not, then I'll consider it heavily and maybe show a budget declone as well. But remember, online this will be a lot easier because buying items is going to be an option, of course, so you can buy stuff that are going to upgrade you a lot more. So with that said, let's go to my favorite spot. We had a teleport here. I didn't even know. We'll go to my favorite spot and we'll show what torch we got. Then I can say my goodbyes and we'll call it a day. So our torch, our first torch for this walkthrough of playing the game as a solo player, or not necessarily as a solo player, but at the start of the season, a fresh start. Our first torch is 3, 2, 1. It's a sorceress torch, and these are extremely expensive early on with very high resistances. Of course, we're going to put this on, even if it's not like, you know, even if it's not super good for us, it is still something. And it gives us a bunch of res, making everything a little bit easier. Gives us a bunch of vitality too. Not a lot, but, you know, a bunch. 90 health, it's not nothing. So we got our torch. Is quite the journey. This usually is something that I do by the end of day 1. I get at least a torch. I'd like to also get an Annie normally, depending on the class and how fast I farm, or like what I'm doing to kind of like make examples. You know, that just kind of depends. But on the first day, I try to get a torch and an Annie to get me ready for farming and transitioning into more intense mapping by day 2. That's just my pace. People who play less will take an extra day or two to do that. But that's okay. Everybody's at their own pace. With that said, that was the 4th part for this like mini series. I didn't plan for it to go this far. I'm really appreciative for everybody who's watching. I hope this is helpful and useful for everybody who's prepping for, you know, for season 12. This should be releasing on Saturday, meaning that we get our announcement, our 3rd dev stream tonight. I believe so. Again, I really hope everybody will have a happy season 12. We'll be every day on the Twitch once the season starts. We'll be every day testing a ton of builds. So if you have requests, if you have ideas, things that you'd like me to try out or make videos on, make sure to submit requests either through the Discord or through the Twitch channel or in the comments here. If you ever have questions, make sure to list them as well. I'll do my best to try and answer everyone. And with that said, that's the end for today's video. What a grind fest. Have a good whatever you're having. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next stream or in the next video. And happy season 12 to everyone. Bye bye bye.